hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What's going on, entertainers? So time come time with another video. Y'all like the new intro? Y'all like the new intro though? Like, I ain't it? Anyways, y'all. So we doing Hollywood Hot Topics, y'all. These are the videos that y'all gonna hear about the Jay-Z and all that. Cause somebody in the comments was like, "Oh, you're not talking about Jay-Z." I did. Sure did. Anytime y'all see a video with the purple thumbnail, that's where I talk about everything else besides the ratchet reality television that I cover. Just wanted to give y'all a reminder. First, I wanted to get into y'all is Sherri Shepperd's show apparently is being canceled after the 4 seasons. I'm not surprised at this. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. I feel like Sherri Shepperd to me, and I've watched her show, because some people, they talk about her and her show and they do not watch her show. I watch her show. The reason why I feel like her show is getting canceled is because Sherri to me is not relatable to a lot of genres. I do not see Sherri Shepperd watching Housewives and knowing all of the characters that's on Housewives. That's one thing that I like a lot about Wendy. Sorry to compare her to Wendy, but she took Wendy Williams' place in her time slot. Let's keep it a buck and let's be real here, okay? There are certain things that I feel like she is just not relatable to in certain genres. One of them being reality TV culture, hip-hop culture, and also streaming television. She's not aware of things I feel like that are like current, right? One of them being Housewives, right? Wendy Williams loved Housewives. She knew every single franchise. She knew the goings on of it. Sherri does not strike me as that type at all. She wouldn't be able to name to me what's going on like a Potomac. To me, she wouldn't be able to name what's going on in Atlanta. And that's what bothers me. And also, too, I do feel like sometimes when she would talk, she would say certain things to make it seem like she's hip and with the times. You don't got to do that. I feel like sometimes she was not herself. Another thing, too, I don't think she's tapped in as much with the urban culture as Wendy Williams was. She would not be able to tell you about a Jocelyn Hernandez. Wendy was able to do that. And that's what made Wendy to me so great. She was able to merge urban culture along with white culture and put it both together and still be able to present topics of all sides and still be relatable. I don't think Sherri Shepperd was able to do that. Just from the shows that I did watch, and I watched more than 1 or 2, I watched many episodes, live too. Most of the time the show ain't even live, but Wendy's wasn't either, but that's a whole nother subject. It was just not relatable to me. It seemed like it was like a persona. She would come out like, "Hey guys, I went out with my niece, we did the auntie thing. She said, Auntie, you gotta dance like this." And like that whole thing, it's like, it felt like a shtick. Like Wendy Williams, like you knew that was her. Like she was all over the place. She was messy. Like that was her. It did not seem like that was her to me. It seemed like a character sometimes when she would talk about things. Okay. Now there's also rumors as well that Jennifer Hudson's show is getting canceled. And I'm like, her show should have got canceled before Sherri's, to be honest. Because Jennifer, where you at? Where you at, Kansas? I don't know where my show is. Where is at, canceled? Where is at, canceled? Because the way Jennifer would interview, it don't make no sense. There's no reason somebody like me who does not have a degree in journalism, okay? What Portia said, I am a journalist, okay? You do television. I am a journalist, okay? Somebody who doesn't have a degree in journalism can interview. I feel like my interview skills are 10 times better than Jennifer Hudson. The lady don't do no follow-up questions. She barely know the guests that she interviewing. She does not know how to engage with them properly. She asks basic questions. You should not be sitting on an interview and say, "How you do that?" That's not a question. Like, what? That's not fair. The fact that y'all kicking Sherri off the air before Jennifer is crazy. Like, I'm telling you, when you're a celebrity, the things that you can get and get away with is crazy. I'm talking about she literally would say, "How you do that?" over somebody getting a role. I wonder how, Jennifer. Like, what? And I love Jennifer Hudson, don't get me wrong, but it's like there's just certain things that are not for certain people. That's like me trying to rap. Like, it's just, it wouldn't go. You know what I'm saying? I may play around with, oh, I know how to rap, like, but I know I'm not seriously trying to be like Jennifer. Seriously, is not a journalist. She's not a media personnel to me. She's just a celebrity having fun on the show. So there's that on that. I will say though, I feel like a lot of people wanted her off the air before actually giving her a chance, which I never thought was fair. I'm glad that they actually gave her a chance and allowed her to have more than one season. I'm not surprised at the news. Am I happy about it? No. We should never be happy about a woman who has literally put time. This lady was on The View, for God's sakes. Like, she's on Jennifer Hudson. Like, this is her lane. So please, y'all, don't get disrespectful when it comes to Sherri Shepperd. She may not have been our Wendy Williams, but she put in the time and she put in the work to be able to get that job. She was just not equal to a Wendy Williams because, of course, they're not the same person. So they're not going to have the same personality. They're not going to have the same sort of shtick that they give us on screen. But to me, she has put in the work and she has put in the time to been able to have had that slot. Okay. But I'm not surprised at the news, though. That's the sad part. Now, Jennifer, I wouldn't even be mad at it. Okay. I'm sorry. It's just like, come on now. That's not your lane. You know that's not your lane. Like, stop it. Stop it. Okay. That's like a TikToker coming on YouTube trying to interview. Like, girl, if you don't sit your ass down somewhere, we don't even watch you more than 10 minutes. Like, it's their G. Like, it's just like, know where you stick at. Okay, just know where you stick at. All right. There's also rumors of others getting canceled as well. Now, Kelly Clarkson's show is canceled as well after 7 seasons. Hers, of course, lasted a lot longer than Sherri Shepperd. I will say, I watch Kelly Clarkson's show, and I watch it early in the morning before I go to the gym because they be airing on Bravo. It's not bad. I think she does a way better job than Jennifer Hudson. She's more personable. The guests that she have on the show makes sense because she could relate to them. She has her audience, which is the white soccer moms, okay? And she knows her lane and she sticks in it. I think she does a great job with the show. So I'm surprised. I'm really, really surprised at this, okay? About this news. Like, this shocks me. The fact that those two went before Jennifer is crazy. Now, Miss Lauren on Breakfast Club is shared on Twitter that she's hearing that Jennifer Hudson's show is next. So I wouldn't be surprised at that as well. I'm just surprised that those two went before her. But, we'll see. All right. And y'all know Jennifer going to give us a mean run on her finale show. She going to be like, it's the heat. On my show, I give you a need. On my show, let it run, let it run, let it run. Okay, she gonna give us a nasty run to let us know that she's leaving. Now, Kelly, you better rip out your guitar and give us a good goodbye, okay? Because we know you for that, okay? Give us a since I been home. Give us a little bit of that, okay? We want to hear a little bit of that. You feel me? I just feel like the days of live television and watching live television when things are in a time slot of airing are over. Streaming has taken over so much. This is why we're seeing all these television app programming do so much numbers higher than these cable television shows, because a lot of people nowadays do not have cable. They watch shows on bootleg, which these shows don't even air on cable. That's the whole point. But a lot of people don't watch television. A lot of people nowadays do not sit down and watch TV in real time. They play it back on their phones because of work, everything else that everybody else is doing. Inflation's so goddamn high, we can't sit down and watch TV live. How about that? Yeah, we can't. We got to watch it back because we got to go to work. That's the problem if we really want to talk about it. Okay. So, once again, it's sad to see Sherri go. I will say that. I know she's probably devastated because I will say she was so grateful about the opportunity. That's one thing you cannot say about that lady. Like, she loved the fact that she was in that time slot. Okay. I wonder if they're gonna fulfill it. They're gonna fill it with somebody new. All right. Speaking of cancellations, y'all, Chaotic has recently did a YouTube video about how Love and Hip Hop is canceled. I ain't gonna lie, Chaotic, you're a little too giddy for me. No shade. It gives like you are happy that they're about to lose their job. You're about to lose your job. You're about to lose your job. Maybe this will be what it will take to make you and Scrappy make up and get along and be friends again. Because you are a little too giddy about them getting canceled. I'm like, damn, girl, like, did you place a bet on it or something? Because he like, man, like, I heard they getting canceled. But it's like, the reason why, them niggas boring. Like, they don't be doing their job, you feel me? They just be talking all that shit. And when I lost my job, them niggas ain't care about me. So they about to lose their job. And I'm happy. You see all 32.
Love and Hip Hop is being canceled. Love and Hip Hop Miami, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, all Love and Hip Hop.
Now, I will say it is 100% confirmed that Love and Hip Hop Miami is getting canceled. I haven't been recapping it because, once again, I'm going to say this. I do not like Love and Hip Hop Miami because it does not depict Miami correctly. From somebody who's been in the area for a little bit now, like, I do not like the way it's being depicted. These people are not Miami. Boots is not Miami. Like, let's really keep it a buck. No shade. You got fucking Michael Blackston, not Miami. And once again, he not even hip hop. You got his harem of bitches who nobody cares about. I don't care to see. This one girl, Chinks, not from Miami, coming to disrespect somebody from Miami, Zoe. Like, it's just like, when I be seeing this, it irritates my spirit because it's like, what are these people really doing here? And how dare y'all call this Love and Hip Hop Miami? Like, really? The only people that's really Miami is Trick, Trina, Joy, Bobby, Tip, Zoe, Amada. That's really about it. Oh, and then Flo in them. Like, it's just annoying. Like, y'all bring new people that's not even from the area. Like, it's so stupid to watch, and it has nothing to do with music. That's what bothers me. Okay? Love Hip Hop Miami is canceled, and they're going to do another part. So if y'all see them come back, that don't mean they got another season. You Love Hip Hop has been splitting the seasons into part A and part B and part 1, part 2, whatever you want to call it. So they're filming right now part 2, part B. I know this because I have friends that do that are in acting and do background and just acting, stuff like that, and they've been filming scenes as of like right now type ish. Like, they're still filming scenes as we speak. Okay, so they're filming the part 2, part B now. After that airs, then it's canceled. But Atlanta, there has been no 100% confirmation that it's been canceled. Chaotic, your happy ass.
It's being canceled due to rating issues, allegedly. Now I gotta keep saying allegedly. People ain't getting into it no more. It's just that they saying that, you know what I'm saying? And it's who they battling with. They battling with these new networks, the Zeus's, the Now That's TVs and stuff like that, and all these other dope shows. Love and Hip Hop was over with once you got rid of Stevie J, Mimi, and Jocelyn. Once you get rid of Stevie J, Mimi, and Jocelyn, the franchise of Love and Hip Hop was over. But yeah, y'all, it is over with for Love and Hip Hop, and I just pray for everybody that is on the show, because I ain't gonna lie, coming from off of a show where you was on national TV every week to not being on TV no more is definitely a hit, because I took a hit. I felt it. People like myself and others that know how to get money, we're gonna always get money and always stay rich and wealthy. But those that don't know how to get no money, I feel sorry for them. Those that don't know how to entertain and pick up these cameras and create content, I feel sorry for them.
Scrappy gonna get hit the hardest. I do agree with that. No shade. Because Scrappy to me seems like a very lazy nigga. It's no shade. Like, he to me does not know. He doesn't seem like the type of dude that knows how to diversify his income, which is like dangerous as a motherfucker. Like, he just gives me that type that just does not know how to do so. So yeah, he does have a point when it comes to that. I'm telling y'all, that's why these girls, you be seeing them on baddies on these shows. They're like, oh, I'm not coming back. I'm not coming back. And they come right back. Because the moment the money is gone, like Summer, for instance, when I tell y'all the awakening that this girl is going to have, I wouldn't be surprised if I see on the internet month after her season is done and everything dies down, her crying to come back and begging Lemmy Pepper to come back. I'm telling y'all, it is going to hit her like a ton of bricks. Because it's all sweet and great, and when people when people are talking about you, when they stop talking about you, then it's a problem. Because guess what happens? The money stops. Literally, the money pause. It stops right in your boots, and that's what exactly I think is going to happen to her. Okay, I think the reason why, let's say, first of all, I'm gonna say this: Atlanta's better than Miami, straight up. Love Hip Hop, Atlanta is way better than Miami. Atlanta's drama is actually real. Like the stuff that they're going through is actually in real life. Like they actually have drama in real life. Like the stuff that's going on with Mandices, Yandy, the Funky Dime, all that. Like that's in real time. That's real life. Miami's a whole bunch of contrived bull crap. So if anything, I do feel like they should give Atlanta more of a chance to have more seasons because the storylines are at least authentic. Like even the storyline with Rashida and the son, that's real life. Somebody real life died. That's not makeup stuff. They didn't make that up. That's not a conjured up storyline. That's a real life storyline. So I do feel like they need more seasons and they deserve more of airing time than a Miami does. Now I do feel like they need to bring back Hollywood. I think since Miami is canceled for sure, the franchise to bring back right now is Hollywood. There's so many things going on with the Love Hip Hop Hollywood cast right now. We got Ray J, Nicki, Moniz, Fizz, Raz B, all that drama. They need to put that back on our screens. That will give us the entertainment that we need right now. Like, I want to know what's really going on with Ray J. Like, why is he having all these substance issues and these heart issues and these health issues and nobody's doing anything about it from what it looks like outside looking in? I want to look into more Sheila. Like, why is this addict around him? No shade. How about we make it a little interesting? Scotland, hop on over. Let's see you and Lemmy Pepper live. Because ain't nobody finna watch you and Lemmy Pepper show on Zeus. Sorry to break it to you, Buka, but the audience over there want to see squabbles. I don't know what Zeus thinking giving her show, no shade. Because a lot of people not finna be tuning in, babe. They want to see squabbles. You hear me? Squabbles. That's how it goes. It's a lot of children that's on the Night TV and Zeus fandom and audience. They want to see squabble. Scabelette, hey, Scabelette, hey. They're not trying to see lovey-dovey. They're not trying to see that. They even said they skip y'all scenes on the show. What makes y'all think they're finna watch that? So even them, put them two on Love Hip Hop. They ain't got much to do with Love Hip Hop, but no, they do because Lemmy's a star. Okay, he's hopping in the stew, doing his biggest one. So he is loving hip hop. Come on over. You know what I'm saying? Have Natalie pop up every now and then. Like Hollywood could be like one of their top franchises if they bring it back. I'm telling you, it's so much material to work with now in LA that it's like, man, the ratings will shoot through the roof. They would shoot through the roof. I do feel like since Mona, first of all, Mona still was over the franchise in some capacity, just not as much as she was in the past. Since she did that move, it has been a difference in production. I did notice. I feel like the storylines are a little bit less raw. I think a lot of people that come on Love and Hip Hop now try to come on with this persona. For instance, Love Hip Hop Atlanta. Even though I love Hip Hop Atlanta, right? Selma and the dude, when they came on the show, she tried to paint this persona as if they have this lovable, great relationship. By the end of the season, they damn near almost broke up. You see what I'm saying? Like, people now try to come on reality TV, try to paint this perfect picture, like, ooh, I'm so cute. I'm kind of all that. Like, you're not. You wouldn't be here if you wasn't, because you wouldn't need the money or fame. So clearly something is missing. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like if reality TV and Love and Hip Hop went back to the genre where they cast people that are hungry to be somebody, not hungry to show us that they are somebody, that would be the difference as to what would make great television. And that's just that on that. Okay. Now let's talk this whole sit down. Let me tell you something. I'm very disappointed in Karen. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like she did a lot of word gymnastics on this interview with Andy. Andy, he did a great job. He tried to ask all the questions that he could. But Karen, I don't think she'll come back next season. And the reason why is because she lacks still, to me, accountability. And another reason why I don't want her to come back too, the women will use what happened to her and her drinking against her if they are in conflict with her. And that to me will push her further into her alcoholism. First of all, Karen, you need to admit you're alcoholic. That's it. You were once upon a time at maybe recovering alcoholic is a better term. Because to me, the word gymnastics she played bothered the crap out of me. You did not go to jail for pills and diuretics, bitch. Like you didn't go to you didn't end up behind bars because you were popping pot of donuts or popping Tic Tacs. No, you went to jail because you were drinking over the limits and you got into a crash. Thank God you did not kill anybody. But please do not act like the substance issue in regards to you using prescriptions is just as much as an issue as you drinking, because clearly the drinking is a bigger problem because the women have been saying that to you for years and you've been denying it. It really bothered me how she kind of played around that. And also, please do not act like they sent you to jail for you to be a savior to young girls. No shade. God put you in there so he could sit your ass down. Maybe that was probably one of his assignments. I'm not God, so I cannot tell you that. But please do not make it seem like that was the only reason you were in there. No, it was to wake your ass up. I still do not believe that Ray or any of the, like, not Ray, but that she did not see the video before she took that plea, like, or the attorneys did not inform her harshly, like, which the attorney, she said, informed her harshly that she should take the plea just due to what was in the video, but she said she did not watch it herself because she was in denial. Which I get. You wouldn't want to see yourself in a nasty space, in a space where you're out of it. But once again, it's the lack of accountability of her acting as if alcohol to me wasn't like the biggest issue. Like, I just wanted her to say, I'm an alcoholic, Andy. At one point, I was an alcoholic. I'm a recovering alcoholic, Andy. And it's taking me a long time to get over it. But guess what? I am. It's a lot of people in this world with it. Like, I don't know. That just really, really bothered me. I'm like, oh my God, like, lady, like, this is your one chance. Okay, it felt like, hey, man, it's your time to blow. And I like Karen so much that I'd rather her not be in a space to where, like, she gets driven back into that space. Because, like, not only she could have killed somebody, she could have died herself. You get what I'm saying? So it's not anything that is like something to play with. So I would hate for her to go back and one of the women throw that back in her face and it drives her to start drinking heavily again. You get what I'm saying? What gagged me also, the son. I said, oh my God, where the hell he came from? Andy even said, oh, you be running from the cameras. Andy's so messy. But the fact that her family was there so much to support her shows a whole lot about how much Karen is loved. So that in itself was great to see that play out because a lot of people, I feel like, want to see her fail. Right. And I'm not one of those people. That's why I was disappointed in her watching this interview because I do not think accountability was taken in this whole situation at all. I feel like she lacked a lot of it. And she kind of, flipped words, minced words, and did a whole lot of flapjacking when it came to taking accountability for what she did. Okay. And you could kind of see it in Andy's face with some of the answers that she would give because she would not give direct answers. Okay. Like, for instance, when Andy asked her about the night that she went to the bar, whatever, before she got into the crash, he said, oh, have you been heavily where you were heavily drinking and stuff before you got into the car or whatever? Something to that effect. And then she goes, I was under the influence of a lot of alcohol and substances as well, in addition to it. The medication, like, she just kept focusing on the medicating part versus the alcohol. And it's like the medication, it may have landed you in the same issue. Don't get me wrong. But alcohol is what landed you in this. Like that's what we talking about here, lady. Like, come on now. Come on now. All right. Let me know what y'all think down below about that interview. What did you guys think about it? Do you guys think Karen should be invited back? I do think she needs another season off. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's too fresh. I think the wounds are too fresh for her to experience a full season of filming. Because a lot of people don't understand Housewives filming ain't no little, these little streaming networks where they be filming for 2 weeks. No, these girls be filming for damn near half a year before it even airs. So that's a long time to be dealing with a whole lot of drama, people throwing things in your face, you confront issues that you don't want to talk about while you're still literally attending AA and NA. You get what I'm saying? Like that's a lot to deal with. It's a lot. All right. Let me know what y'all think down below about that interview, y'all. And should she be invited back? So, y'all, the time has come for us to talk about Nicki Minaj. Okay. Okay. One more time. Fuck. Okay. I'm sorry. That would never not be funny. I don't care what nobody say. Okay. Fuck. You hear me?
All of them. Shame. No. The answer is no. And I don't care what that means. I'm out. No. Y'all know what's right.
Okay. Now let's talk Nicki Minaj. All right. So first of all, before we get to Nicki though, Lizzo, we gonna have to hit you with the why would you do that? Because for you to sit up there and try to talk about anything in regards to, do you think Ghislaine Maxine was trafficking children? Like, girl, the fact that she did it once makes her guilty. What are you talking about?
Now I know you ain't doing that. I can't believe you did this. That's why I don't tell you nothing. Because why you do that?
One more thing.
Okay, like it just does not make any sense for you to try to excuse any of that behavior. Okay.
Before I go into glam, this Epstein file shit, I have to, it's really frustrating to me because there are 3 million files, right? 3 million documents in the files, because over the course of however long this man has been doing these crimes, every email, every text message, everything, just in general about this man's life has been put into these files to scan for illegal activities, right? Every text message you sent to somebody. If you stole an apple from Walmart and you were on trial for stealing an apple from Walmart, is every person in your phone an accomplice? Is every person in your phone, is every email you sent to a person or speaking about a person, does that make that person complicit? Does that make that person a bad guy? No, it doesn't. And that's the same thing with the Diddy stuff. I told y'all, the media is so smart. They're going to make you so distracted with celebrity names that you're not going to focus on the problem. You think every party that Diddy ever threw was a freak off and people were fucking and slipping and sliding on baby oil? No. That man had birthday parties. That man had Easter gatherings. That man had Super Bowl parties. That man had Christmas parties, Halloween parties, regular parties. And so now they're saying Mom Donnie's mom, who's a filmmaker, they're like, oh, she's on the Epstein list because she was on a guest list for Ghislaine Maxwell's like showing of a political film once. Hey, you're distracted. You just want Mom Donnie to be a bad guy or his mom. A girl can go to a movie premiere. You think Ghislaine Maxwell woke up every single day trafficking children?
Now that's the bad part. Although I understand her point and she was trying to make, let's make that very clear. She was trying to make a point on just because somebody was on a list doesn't mean that they had any associations dealing with what occurred to those children, which I do agree with. Because just because somebody put you on a guest list as an invitation or CCs you in an email, don't mean you were in attendance, reply back to the email, even text them back. Okay? Because there's been plenty of things I've been invited to. Don't mean I'm going to go. But I'm going to be in an email. I'm going to be in a thread somewhere. Don't mean I was there. So I get that point 100%. But there's an importance in how things are put into context and how things are stated. For you to say that they have, it's not like she was doing it all the time. She shouldn't have done it once. That's the problem. Okay, so it's like you gotta kind of be careful about what you say on the internet in regards to certain situations, especially if you're a big public figure like a Lizzo. You know what I'm saying? Like you really have to watch yourself. So I think that's where she kind of messed up and put her foot in her mouth. And I kind of wish that she did not say that, because you then perpetuate the stereotype about this whole Rock Nation thing who you're very close to, and then they're gonna try to push it off as if you are okay with some of those things, which we all know Lizzo probably isn't. Okay. I kind of wish that she had kind of ran that video by somebody before she put it out there, because that TikTok was quickly taken down after the internet ate her the up. Okay. She quickly took it down. And also, too, with Lizzo dealing with all the legal things that she's dealt with her dancers and her team legally going after her, I wouldn't comment on anything that legally has nothing to do with me. No shade. As long as my name ain't up in there, I don't know nothing. Sorry. I'm sorry if my friend or somebody's in there, but I apologize. I send my condolences. I got my own issues I'm dealing with. That's how I would feel if I'm a Lizzo. Okay. Of course, I'm gonna have my opinions and stuff behind closed doors, but it's like I'm not for to run to the internet and get my little take. And I just dealt with a whole lawsuit with people falsely claiming things about me. Did anybody? I didn't see a whole lot of people speaking out for Lizzo. I'm gonna tell you that straight up. There was a few people here and there that spoke out in regards to her character, but I remember there was this whole hate Lizzo train, and I ain't seen no celebrities hopping on the internet defending you, Buka. But I'm just saying, you really got to keep that same energy that happened to you, Lizzo, on God, because that hate train was something nasty. Now, Nicki, on the other hand, she's been going on a tangent of tweets, okay, and is not holding back on any of the things that she has said. Now, what confuses me about her going on these tangents is like, didn't she get served like legal papers to not talk about Jay-Z in a demeaning and negative way? Like, I was like, did she just not get served legal papers for this? But I'm here for it. I ain't gonna lie. Expose all of the industry. We all know these people are not the most innocent people at all. In order for you to be rich, let's be clear, you have to do certain things. Oh, yes. You have to do certain things, and the shame has to go away. She retweeted TMZ not covering Jay-Z being named in the Epstein files. She then also said, are you understanding that these people have been sacrificing children as a way of gaining and maintaining power? If you ever vote Democrat again, you're just as soulless as they are, and they will perish. Maybe it's time for me to do story times, since I was trying to not say what I know, yet they continue to attempt bullying. Also, I won't be releasing an album until my contract is renegotiated and until I tell you about all the sabotage this Rico is finding out about Billboard. And then post a picture of Aaliyah at 15 and Jay-Z at 26, and Jay-Z at 27 and Beyonce at 16. That picture of Jay-Z and Beyonce looks very AI-ish. I'm just putting it out there. No shade to Nicki. Let's be real. Next, she says, your favorite artist has been practicing rituals in a cult where they take babies from other countries, mutilate them, and them as a form of blood sacrifice to their god. You see, when your master is, you must constantly shed blood. However, the jig is up. Of course, referring to Jay-Z. Should I do a daily story time about who's been doing what? Girl, if you do that, please do, because we'd love to hear it. Trevor refuses to come out the closet when everyone in the industry knows his boyfriend allegedly. Now, this was a little bit of key because they caught Trevor with some white twink. No shade. I gagged. I said, oh my God, she must not be lying. Now, Trevor was caught out by this guy, and he was with this white twink who, it's not alleged or confirmed to be the boyfriend or whatever, but you could kind of see that he was sort of awkward. in the interaction when caught with this man. Now, to me, this was only shade because he made a joke about her not being at the Grammys and everything, which I find very funny because y'all talking about her, she not even in attendance, child. The power the lady has, the power the lady freaking has. Okay, so I think, of course, she said this to really be shady towards him. I wouldn't put it past him, to be honest, because he does give me those vibes very much. He give me those vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, very much like cute twink. You know, it gives the vibes. So I'm not really surprised at all.
Dude, you look.
As you can see in this video right here, the Trevor Noah's outside and this man walks up to him.
Excuse me, not to interrupt. Are you Trevor Noah? Hey, what's up? What's up, bro? How you doing? Andres. Good to meet you. Dude, you look great. I would approach you, but you're a celebrity.
And that could very much well be his friend. Okay, so it's like, it was just funny though that did come out, that surfaced a little bit afterwards, and his interaction, because he is a friendly person, so you would think he would be a little bit more friendly when a fan approaches him, but it didn't seem like it was the case. Nigga did not want to be bothered. Okay. She then also went on and tweeted about, they sabotaged my documentary. Now, that's one thing I'm sick of hearing about when it comes to Nicki. Girl, you've been talking about this documentary for so long. It's not even funny. They sabotaged my documentary because I spoke about the abuse I suffered. They've been trying to stall my projects in hopes I lose a bunch of money and beg them for help. Their leader thinks it's a joke. The destruction that's about to come on them isn't funny. I told y'all to leave me alone. Now y'all understand why I should have sat there and taken your meds. Imagine a 30-year-old rapper was out here with a 60-year-old in this day and age, and how y'all would have his head on a platter. This guy was hugging and humping on teens in broad daylight. Next, I'll get on the owner of Shade Room and more. I'm gonna say this. When it comes to Jay-Z and what would happen years and decades ago, I do feel like people in that era got away with murder. And I don't like that. The stuff that they used to get away with back then is why they're successful now. This is why I feel like it's very hard to get successful in this day and age and become rich, popular, famous, whatever you want to call it, versus how it was back then. Because back then, the stuff that was allowed is not allowed now. It's sick. The stuff that was allowed back then, people deemed okay. And these were the sacrifices and the things that they would do on the low and get away with. I do think Aaliyah, in my opinion, did certain things with people that were a lot older than her, and those people never speak up because they knew it was dead ass wrong. So she's not lying when she's saying this. She said, imagine a 30-year-old rapper was out with a 6-year-old this day and age, how y'all would have his head on a platter. Maybe I should discuss the brainwashing techniques they use. What in the F? Isn't it obvious? And then posted a picture of, now this dude, right? The guy who's been taking Jay-Z to court for saying that, he is his son. Apparently he tweeted on social media that they are going to be helping, that Jay-Z, that Nicki Minaj is apparently going to be helping him to get legal formalities done in regards to the paternity. I'm gonna say this though. I don't think they're gonna have much luck when it comes to that. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think so. They're flying in immigrants to vote because they reneged on all the promises they made to African Americans and can no longer get the African American vote by default. They're causing distractions in the streets to distract from the billions they stole from taxpayers. Any Christian who votes Democrat again is a fool. They're showing people it's okay to disrupt a church worship. This is how they truly feel about you. The veil is lifted, no morals, no integrity. It's not enough for them to have an opinion. They escalated to physical violence. The LGBT has also started to see through the veil and it has pissed them off. Why are they getting the gay vote by default? They moved on from the gay vote to flying people in to vote for them. No loyalty to anyone. The gay community should be able to choose every 4 years, like the Democrats campaign to win your vote. They should not just get your vote. Wake up. I agree with this. I do feel like when it comes to the people in the LGBTQ community, they do need to kind of broaden their horizons and to kind of look at both sides, whether it be Republican or Democrat, and to see which side kind of aligns with their values and not just seeing them for who they are as just being gay. You know what I'm saying? You should, of course, consider your gay rights, but also look at other viewpoints as well. She's saying some good points, don't get me wrong, but I still am not 100% with Nicki because once again, a lot of this is to me beneficial. You're doing this for benefit. It's not because you 100% believe in it. You do 100% believe in it, don't get me wrong, but it's like there's some more you're getting some perks out of this as well, right? Cuz I feel like this. With Nicki Minaj doing all this exposing to people, yeah, if y'all don't think she's going over 100% to this Republican side for protection, you're crazy. Because you gotta think about it. You're exposing these elites, the Jay-Z's, the Beyoncés, and all that. You don't think people are after you? Why wouldn't she go over there and get some presidential protection? That's how I see it. Now, this is where it gets a little funny. She says, everyone knows Chrissy Teigen has a DICK, allegedly. What sensible forward-thinking cutting-edge leader nation is having a debate whether they should be voter ID? Like they're actually fighting to not have people present ID while voting for your leaders. Do you get it? Do you get it now? One big change that's happened in Florida, you guys, as of recent, starting February 6th, there is going to be a change when it comes to getting your license. Before they used to have bilingual, bilingual, and when I say bilingual, I mean they used to have the version of the license test in Spanish. This will no longer be available. Starting in February 6th, it's only going to be in English. So people that do not speak English will not have the easiest time taking that driver's license test at all. You're really gonna have to learn the language to take it, which the thing is, although I feel like they're doing this to be discriminatory, I do feel like when it comes to road safety, it isn't the best for somebody that doesn't know 100% English to be taking a test in a whole nother language while we have driving signs that are in English. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, in the grand scheme of things, I do feel like it's being done for a political reason, but safety wise, it does make a little bit of sense because of the language. She also says Fat Lizzo lost 300 pounds to sell 300 albums. So now she has loose skin and a flop album in a weird charge. Sheesh. LOL. George Clinton, sit your down. I mean, porta potty, whatever your name is. As they do their ritual tonight, God Almighty will reveal himself to them. The ritual will backfire on them. God will not be mocked. Blessed is the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Every tongue that rises up against me in judgment shall be condemned and put to shame. Watch. Toodles. And then she previews the interview, basically saying that we're going to love it and so on and so forth. Okay. I find it very interesting that a lot of elites, and when I say elites, I mean celebrities, they're not talking about this. Okay. They're being very quiet about it. They're being hush hush because I do think a lot of what she's saying is the truth. Okay. When it comes to these celebrities, this is why I do not agree with stan culture. I may have my favorites or I may be biased, like y'all say, but a lot of y'all barbs, a lot of y'all beehives, the people who pray these navies, the people who praise these celebrities to the point of weirdness, I've always found that to be odd because these people are not God. They bleed just like us, they poop just like us, they do a lot of things, and sometimes they're even worse than us. So to praise these celebs and to hold them to this higher power to me has always been kind of dumb. And I just feel like this year will be the year of reveal, and it will show us why stan culture should have never existed. And I think it will uncancel a whole lot of people too, if we're gonna be honest. All right. So let me know what y'all think about these tweets, and do y'all think that any of these celebs may speak out. Now, Chrissy Teigen is known to pop off, so I feel like she gonna speak up about it soon. She's just probably waiting for the time and the appropriate thing to say before Nicki really goes in on her. That's what I think she's doing. All right. Now they caught Stefan Diggs at a press conference after a game, and they asked him about the Super Bowl and also Cardi B getting a ring.
Do you get your ring? Is Cardi getting her ring? Proposal?
You know, it's crazy. I get the charm about that nigga. Like, you ever see a nigga, you like, no wonder you got so many baby mamas, because the charm is just there. Like, I see the charm. I see it. I see it. Like, it makes sense.
It's on the agenda, maybe, right? Right? I gotta get mine first.
You're getting it. You're gonna win. Question: after you get your ring, is Cardi getting her ring? Proposal?
It's on the agenda.
I don't know about that. Their relationship, I'm still not 100% sold on, but that's her relationship. Okay, I just feel like he not the type of dude to really settle down with one woman and take her serious, because he feels like he's probably still in his heydays as an athlete. So for an athlete to be in his heydays, being a athlete's wife is not as easy as Cardi may think. Like, Cardi thought that she struck gold with this man, I feel like. And to me, I think being an athlete's wife is just as hard as being a rapper's wife. It's the same ordeal, okay? Because just like you have bitches in the studio for rappers, you got bitches in parties for athletes. Come on now. Like, it's the same thing, all right? Anyways, y'all, let me know what y'all think down below. I wonder how Beyonce feels about this. That's what I want to know. Like, I want to know what she is thinking. I want to know what Mama Tina is thinking. I want to know what Kelly Rowland is thinking, okay? I would love to have seen their reaction on all these tweets going down. I know Jay-Z is somewhere hot, plotting and scheming to make sure that this gets rectified. Let me know what y'all think down below, and we're out, babies.
To the house of entertainers.